Shazam! Yep, that's my interpretation of lightning. Welcome to Mr. P's Film Review, and I'm here to talk about Shazam. Now, this is the 7th film in the DC Extended Universe, and it stars Asher Angel, Zachary Levi, and Jack Dylan Grazer. Shazam tells the story of Billy Batson, sounds a lot like Billy Bats from Goodfellas, a 14-year-old boy who inherits the powers from a wizard played by Jamon Honsu, who coincidentally was in Aquaman, which was released last year, and he turns into the superhero known as Shazam. The DC Extended Universe has had its hits and misses. It's had a few bumpy rides, but then again, that's like with any franchise. You know, when Marvel set the standard, you got the DC Extended Universe that was trying to come out behind it, unfair comparisons, and the films that they have released, they've been up and down. You know, they did Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy, then they did Man of Steel, which, coming after Superman Returns, was no mean feat. It was an adequate watch, and again, it had Christopher Nolan on board as a creative consultant, which encouraged a lot of people to come and watch it. And then they did Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, folks, I always get like that when I think about rubbish films like that. And I thought, how did they get it so wrong? How did you get it so wrong? It was just rubbish from start to finish. Then they came back with a standalone film, Wonder Woman. Great cast, great film, great acting, great charismatic performances, and I thought, you know what, they'd learnt their lessons from Batman vs Superman. Then they came back with Justice League. Excuse me. Again, another rubbish film, guys. And Justice League was just... if I didn't have my film card, I'll be ripping out what left of hair I had on my head to complain about how rubbish that film was, because it was just so crap. And then they started to churn out more individual films, and even before then I thought, you know what, that could be the death knell in what DC are trying to do. They came up with Aquaman, great standalone film, very charismatic performance from Jason Momoa, grossed $1 billion worldwide. And then they said they were going to release Shazam in 2019. And when I saw Shazam, posters, adverts, trailers, I kept my expectations low. I thought, okay, you know, wonder what this is going to be about. And I kept my expectations low. I went into the cinema, saw it yesterday, and after seeing it, I thought, wow. Thoroughly enjoyable, and easily the best film to come out of the DC Extended Universe stable thus far. Whoever is in charge of DC Universe currently, keep up the good work. Because they have learnt from their mistakes. They know that when you put a good script, good talented actors together, and great direction, you can make good things happen. And I hope this is the start of brighter things to come from the DC Extended Universe. Let's start about what I loved about this film. The performances were off the hook. Zachary Levi, Jack Dylan Grazer, they were phenomenal in this film. Even Asher Angel in this film, as those three, they just work beautifully together. And what I love most about this film is that it is just a beautiful film, and it has you gripped from the get-go. It doesn't slip. When he's Billy Batson, it's still enjoyable. The chemistry between the two young leads in the film, Jack Dylan Grazer and Asher Angel, it was just great. When he turns into Shazam, just as enjoyable. And this is a film with heart. And what I like most about this film is the fact that in a time when you've got a lot of serious comic book films coming out, we've got Avengers Endgame coming out, and we've had other previous ones, this film is more light-hearted. And the comedy in this film, it hits the mark from the get-go. Thanks in part to the comedic delivery and the charismatic performance of Zachary Levi, who I think was the perfect choice for this film. And this film, if I was to describe it, and I think you're going to hear this description a lot, if you can imagine Big versus Superman, or Big meets Superman even, you've got the perfect combination, because there are elements of Big in this film that you can see in terms of utilizing his powers, his adult gifts, you know, to great comedic effect in this film. And also just in terms of like the superhero element in this film. And when I came out of this film, it felt so much like a 90s nostalgia piece. And it felt like this could have been something that could have been done either A, produced by Spielberg, or directed by Spielberg. It's got that fantasy element of it, and it's got his stamp in it in terms of family, in terms of entertainment, in terms of the whole piece about discovering oneself and being true to oneself. And this is a film with heart. This is a film with heart. At the core, it is about a boy trying to find his family. There are some truly touching scenes in this film. And at the core of the foster family, it just makes it a really, really good backdrop of this film. And what I liked most about it is that they are not forgotten. They are still brought into elements of the show. And every one of these people in this film have got their opportunity to either A, shine, or either A, demonstrate some good comedic one-liners in this film. And the comedic lines come from this film thick and fast. They come in this film thick and fast, and they all hit the bullseye. I was in the cinema, everybody was laughing. Everybody was cracking up, and everybody left the cinema feeling good. A total contrast to how it was when they did Batman vs Superman, and everybody just left the film cinema feeling, oh man, you know, they were feeling like deflated. People were literally throwing up. Like, did I really spend money on this piece of shit? But on a whole, this film, thoroughly enjoyable. It ticks every box. It's entertaining, it's engaging, it's funny, very charismatic, good message, very heartwarming. And again, DC, they've hit another home run here. After Wonder Woman, Aquaman, now you got Shazam. Keep up the work with these individual films. Keep building up the brand of building up these individual characters, great storylines, great writing, great visual effects, and, you know, we might have something great here. And even Mark Strong as the villain. Mark Strong never disappoints. I loved him when I saw him in Kick-Ass, and he was just as engaging in this film right here. And I was surprised to know that Shazam was originally called Captain Marvel. But they already got a film called Captain Marvel. So, due to copyright reasons, we had to change it into something else. That's a bit of trivia for you. But yeah, Shazam. Loved every minute of it. Thoroughly entertaining. Good film. Good message. Gets you here. And it's something that will just have you smiling and laughing from start to finish. So I'll give this film a very, very strong 9 out of 10, and one that you can get on DVD, or should get on DVD when it comes out immediately. So that's my review of Shazam. If you like what you've seen, subscribe to this channel. Leave your comment with what your favourite film is on the DC Extended Universe. Who's your favourite comic book character? And I shall see you in the next film review, which is going to be a retrospective for one of my favourite films of all time, Stand By Me. Take care, and I'll see you soon.